Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. How are we doing? I hope you all had a lovely day yesterday. Good morning, Faisal. Morning, Natalie. How are you? I hope you are both well. Right, we are going to get started on the dog, and I think I'm going to go over here and do an ear. I might do both his ears and then come in and do the nose and the rest of his face. So let me just see whereabouts this dark patch comes down to about here. Had a great day yesterday, and today is your day off. Excellent. I know yesterday you weren't looking forward to being at work, or you weren't enjoying being at work, and turned out you had a great day. I find that often happens. How about me? Yeah, good. I was a little bit concerned in the middle of the night of what I would be like when I woke up, because I woke up at about I think it was about 2:30, like 20 to 3 in the morning, and I'd got a really dry throat, and I was coughing and spluttering, and I was like, oh dear, what's going on here? Am I coming down with something? And I woke up this morning, and though I still feel like everything's quite dry, I feel okay, so maybe I'm at the start of something, I don't know, but we shall see. Apart from that, I am fine and dandy. I'm just sort of trying to see see where the folds are in this ear, because this ear is slightly folded over. It's like a fold that comes down here, so I'm just sort of trying to get the fur direction correct for this bit. And then the fur is straight down here. Sickness is going around a lot. Yeah, I know. I think it's just that time of year, isn't it? Just loads of stuff just going on. Morning, Jamie. Why are you not getting notifications? I don't know. Why are you not getting notifications? Notification did go out. I can't help on that one, I'm afraid. Right, let me have a little bit of dark fur here. Yesterday Becca was teaching me about, it seems silly because to you guys it's probably like really obvious, but like gifted subscriptions, because I was looking at a few writing streamers the other day just to sort of see the way people set up their streams, the way that they, you know, what sort of thing did they show? Were they showing like their actual screen with the words on it, with the typing on it, or were they just sort of, or was the camera just on themselves? How was it? I just wanted to see how they'd got their setups. And I was just looking at a few channels, and I must have been on one channel for maybe 5 minutes. And then I got a notification later on to say that I'd received a gifted subscription for it. And I thought if you gifted someone a subscription, you had to direct the subscription where it was going. This is how much I don't know about this stuff, right? So Becca was telling me, no, you can either do it randomly, or so she said, or you can direct that subscription to someone. So I didn't know that. So now I've got a subscription to a channel that I'm probably never going to use. But it was nice of someone to do that though. If you gift 100 subs, that would be a lot of work. Well, absolutely, yeah. If you had to sort of like go in and name every single one, so. But I just didn't know how that sort of thing worked, so. That's a darker shadow. And then we have this bit, which is the edge of the ear. Which is already quite dark. Oh, Haley, thank you for the resub. 1 month at tier 1. You've now been subscribed for 5 months. Oh my gosh. I always get shocked every time I see that. How long we've been doing this. Because it doesn't feel that long to me. I mean, I know it has to have been that long because of all the bits of art that you can see that we've completed, and each piece of art takes 14 hours or more. So yeah, that's crazy, but thank you. I really appreciate your support, guys. That's the shading on one ear, sort of fitted in. You just saw what the non-founders badges look like, and I don't like being a founder. Okay. This means that you've been streaming for over half a year now. I know. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. I'll have to think of something to do for my year. We'll all have to come up with some ideas together what we could maybe do for a year's celebration. I'm just trying to see, just looking at my reference photo, I'm just trying to see if there are other colours beneath this grey. There's just a slight hint. Just a little bit of pink here. It goes into that white. So I'm just going to go in with the cold grey. A special stream. What sort of special stream though? You're robbed of a Jeform's badge because you founded him. Right. This is just putting in the base layer with this dark sepia, by the way. I will go over it with black later. Oh, I finished watching Liar. I won't give any spoilers away. But I actually felt kind of disappointed with the ending. I felt like they fumbled the bag a little bit with that one. I think they could have gone in a completely different direction. Do I think it was a good ending? No, I could see why they went with it. It was almost like a double bluff. But you knew who it was. Yeah, I'd kind of got hints, because every time it was suggested that that person had committed the murder, they would sort of look down and away as if they couldn't maintain eye contact. And I thought, oh, they're just putting that in just to sort of throw us. And they'll just explain it away as in, you know, she's upset that someone got murdered. But despite what he did. And yeah, I was just like, they could have gone in such a different direction. I mean, the person who I thought it was, they didn't even focus on her, and yet she had a really strong motive and she didn't even come up in any of the questioning. And I really thought they could have taken that in a really strong direction, especially because of who she was married to. But yeah, I was disappointed, to be honest, and I kind of feel like, oh, I sat through 2 seasons of what was originally a really good show for quite a disappointing ending, and I kind of felt like I'd wasted my time. I was disappointed. I would say if you're going to watch Liar, watch the first season. Don't worry about the second. That's what I'd say. You can understand why I was disappointed. Yeah, it was a shame. At the time, it was something good to watch during 2020 lockdown. Was it out then? I know when they were doing they showed it, when they went, I think it was the sister and her husband, they went to the hospital to look at the CCTV footage of the night that the guy reclaimed the car key. And the timing on the computer said it was 2018. So I was surprised at that. I didn't realise it was that old a program. Oh god, we've gone blurry again. Focus. Focus. No, that's not going to focus. We'll plough on. Hang on. Bring that down a little bit. How did you guys all cope with the lockdown when we had it? First season was 2018 and the second season was 2020. Oh, okay. But when we did have the lockdown, because obviously I wasn't around to talk to you guys then, but how did you get on with it? Did you find it okay to deal with, or did you like really struggle with it, or easy? I mean, to be honest, for me and Nick, it was we both work from home anyway, so being in the house for all that time wasn't really a problem. We were used to being in each other's pockets all the time. Right, I'm just going to use this cold grey just to go over this bit here where we've got a little fold in the ear. Just sort of blend between those two dark spots. And we just want to give the impression of a little bit of light shining on the fur where there's a fold. Nothing different for you? No, it wasn't really for us either. It was boring. To begin with, it was okay, but was too long. Yeah, I mean, for us, it was like I said, it was pretty much the same. The one thing that it did do, that was, I guess, a silver lining, was that the kids didn't actually have to sit exams that year. And it was Jack's exam year, and so instead of sitting exams, the teachers judged the kids' work in class, and estimated what their grade would be if they had sat an exam. And so they gave Jack his C grade in GCSE English and GCSE Maths, and so he didn't actually have to sit those, which was really good, because we knew he thrived in class, but in an exam situation was where he would always struggle, which we discovered in previous tests. But because he was doing so well in class, he got given the grades that he needed to get into college and get on the course that he wanted. So that was really good. And he also, it was his prom, and he originally, they were like, oh, we'll just postpone it and we'll do the prom in December of 2020. And he was like really thrilled because he didn't want to go to prom. He doesn't really like parties and things, because of his autism. It's just not something that he feels comfortable with. And so the fact that his prom was cancelled, he was quite happy about. And then as we got towards December, it was cancelled again because we were back in lockdown again. And so they just postponed it indefinitely, and they never actually gave him a prom, or his year a prom. So that was quite good for him. He was quite happy about that, to be honest. That was the only good thing about lockdown. Right, okay, I'm going to go in with a bit of black now. Nice sharp pencil. So what's everybody wishing for Christmas? So to go from lockdown, let's go to Christmas, because that's coming up in a month or so. Has anybody got any things that they're hoping to do at Christmas, or any particular gift that you're hoping to get, or got any special plans? Ew, Christmas. Oh yeah, sorry Jamie, I forgot that you don't like Christmas. I guess you're just waiting for it just to be all over and done with then. And Natalie loves Christmas. All my kids really care about is the Christmas dinner and getting pigs in blankets. That's they want. Well, this is what we said yesterday. The most ideal Christmas dinner for my kids would be half a plate filled with roast potatoes and the other half of the plate filled with pigs and blankets and gravy over the top. That's all they want. That's all they want. So makes Christmas nice and simple. Gift giving is your love language, so Christmas is your favourite time of the year. Aw, that's sweet. Not sure at the moment. I just want to finish shopping. I started in June. Oh, go Hayley. I just got a few more presents to get. Love Christmas, so I can enjoy when I have finished the presents. Oh, we always have to sort of wait because we have the Twinnies' birthday on the 13th of this month, so in less than a week. Um, Jared and Rebecca will have their birthday, and then Jack's birthday is the 2nd of December, and oh my god, he's going to be turning 20, which is crazy. And so once we get Jack's birthday out of the way, then we feel we can celebrate Christmas. In June and not finished, how many presents do you have to get? I don't think I've ever shopped early for Christmas. I just, no. We just sort of gets to October or November, and then we start thinking about things that we need to get. And we started a new tradition a couple of years ago. Well, actually, we've had a tradition for a long time of where instead of the kids buying each other presents, so 3 presents, we cut it down so that we did a Secret Santa for them, so that they only had to buy 1 present for 1 sibling. And we would do this Secret Santa, and they would have great fun picking a name out of a hat, and then sort of we would set a price limit. So I think we set like £10 as a price limit, and then they each had to choose something. And for the 6 weeks or so leading up to Christmas, there would be so much discussion going on between them as to who they thought the other people had got, who they'd picked out of the hat. And then 2 years ago, the kids said, well, why don't we do Secret Santa for all of us so that you and Dad are involved as well? So now we put all 6 names in a hat. We all, as parents, we get the kids gifts anyway, but then we also do a Secret Santa on top. So this morning I set out my little baggie with all the names in. And so later on today, we will pick our Secret Santa later on today, and we'll set the limit. I think, funny enough, we were just discussing that this morning with Nick, that I can't remember if the limit we set last year was £15 or £20. I can't remember which one. But yeah, so we've got that all ready to go, so that's going to start today. So I very helpfully sent my Amazon wish list to all the kids, just in case whoever gets me. Make it easy for them. I get a max of like 3 to 4. Earliest I've started is end of January. Oh my god, that is so organised, Hayley. Oh my gosh. You only buy like £30 per person. Yeah, I think if you set yourself a limit and refuse to go over that limit, no matter how much you get tempted, it makes it a lot easier. The that goes a long way if you know how. Exactly. Yeah. It's not Christmas without little baggy. No. This is my little. This is what my headset came in. So it's like it's branded, but I didn't want to show you the brand. But yeah, little baggy. You do Secret Santa at work, but I haven't done it yet, so probably no at the end of this month. Yeah, we used to do a Secret Santa at work. I used to hate doing the Secret Santa at work. At my last place of employment, that used to be a doctor's surgery, I can remember getting my direct boss as my Secret Santa. And I knew the one thing, she lived alone, and I knew the one thing that she loved more than anything, which is what she always used to talk about whenever we were on break or whatever, was she loved her garden. She loved her garden so much. She loved plants. She loved going to gardening shows. You know, she'd always go to Chelsea Flowers Show, Hampton Court Flowers Show. She would go to Wisley Gardens, Kew Gardens. She loved her garden, and we only had this really, I think it was like £10 was the amount, and I can remember thinking, well, I've got to get her something to do with that, and I think I ended up for the I managed to stretch this £10. I got her like a gardening calendar. So it was an actual calendar that she could write in and everything, but there was a pretty picture on each month, but there was also like information. So down the side it would be like jobs you could do in the garden that year, or things to plant, things to harvest, all that sort of thing, on how to create this beautiful garden at the end. So you would start the January. They imagined you were starting the January with just a blank, empty garden, and then if you followed their procedures through the month, you would get this beautiful harvest of flowers or fruit or whatever in spring and summer, and then what to plant as you go into winter, so you could get winter veggies and winter flowers and all that sort of stuff. So I got her that, and also my local garden centre, I just happened to go in there one day, and they had a sale on some of their gardening equipment, and I got her this beautiful pair of gardening gloves. They were like pale blue, but they'd got all these flowers on the back. They were really patterned. They were really pretty, and I was so pleased with this gift. And so I wrapped it up, and we went to the particular day that we were giving out the Secret Santas and everything, and she opened my gift and she was absolutely thrilled with it. And I was like, oh yeah, you know, secretly you're sitting there thinking, I got you that, that's really good, you know, and you sort of feels quite good, because I'd put some thought into it. I'd not just randomly just bought her anything. And it was my turn to open my Secret Santa, and it was just one of those standard boxes of like Bayliss and Harding shower gels, bath gels, and you know, like a little bar of soap or something. It was just one of those gifts that you just pick up in the supermarket because you just like, you can't think of what to get, even though everyone knew like I love books and reading and stuff and all these weird different things and crafts and stuff. And I just felt like, oh, whoever got my gift didn't put a lot of thought into it. But I thought, you know, I'd be grateful for the gift. Okay, I'll use these toiletries and everything. And then I found out much later that the person who'd got me my Secret Santa was my boss, who I'd got the calendar for and the gloves for. And I felt like I'd put in so much thought to getting her something and really stretching my £10 to make sure that I got her something really, really nice that I knew that she would love, and I just felt like the same sort of effort hadn't gone into mine. I felt like I was a last minute, oh, it's Secret Santa next week, I better get something for Nicolette and stuff. So yes, so I was just a little bit disappointed. I am the best to have for Secret Santa, Jamie. I am, because there are so many things that I like. So many things that people can buy me books, they can buy me art things, they can buy me crafting things. Yeah, there's just so much stuff that people could possibly get for me. And so I feel like I'm really easy. The hardest person to buy for is Jared. In my house, Jared is the name I hope I do not pull out of the hat from the Secret Santa, because he is so hard to shop for. He is so hard because he doesn't tell you anything. And it's hard to get things for like his gaming stuff that doesn't cost more than 15 quid or whatever. So, ouch, that's what you normally get for your nan. Oh, sorry, Jamie. But then again, you know what? Nanas, I think they like smellies because, you know, they're at that stage in their life where they've got everything that they want. And so you can get them smellies, you can get them a pair of slippers, you can get them some warm, fluffy socks, and they're really happy with that. So don't worry about it. A bar of chocolate, socks and hand cream are the most unthoughtful thing you can get. Oh, right, okay. What have I just said? I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think for nanas, actually, that's all they ask for. It's because, like, my mother-in-law, she's just like, oh, just get me some hand cream, because my hands get very dry in the winter. So yeah, moisturising hand cream is great. Or get me some warm fluffy slippers with like a sheepskin lining in it or something, and that's all that they want. What's a smelly? A smelly is just what us Brits call bath products, toiletries. So hand cream, shower gel, bubble bath, soaps, hand cream, moisturising creams, body washes, those sort of things. That's a smelly. Because they smell nice. Basically, that's what we do. You got some Star Wars socks and some chocolate for someone in Secret Santa, and they liked it. Exactly. If you know that's what the person is going to like, then those things are absolutely fine. Love socks and chocolate. I mean, every year we do, in the stockings, the kids will always get a brand new pair of Christmas socks. And last year we got animals in Christmas, you know, tinsel or baubles or whatever, for each one. And Becca got sharks wrapped in like Christmas tinsel and things on her socks, and she loves those. She loves those and she wears them all year. Yeah, if someone likes it, then fine. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, but you obviously put thought into it. I meant like off the shelf, sort of unthoughtful. Yeah, exactly. There is a difference there, isn't there? A cute shark. Oh, how do you draw a cute shark? Oh dear. Right, so yesterday it was chicken in a t-shirt, and now we've got to do a cute shark. Cute shark. Do you know what? I'm gonna have to Google. I'm gonna have to Google a cute shark, because I can't think of how I could possibly draw the face. So let me just see what Google helpfully comes up with, and then I'll try and do an image. Okay, that'll do. Right. Oh, I really need to sharpen this pencil. Okay, it's got one tooth in the middle, and that's weird, okay. Don't die on me. When I thought of Cute Shark, the first thing I thought of actually was in Finding Nemo, when he meets that shark and it just suddenly smiles and you see all its teeth. So I'm kind of glad that the first image that came up was something similar. It's not the exact same one, but it's something similar. There you go, and they've got him as kind of blue. Hang on, let's make him a little bit blue. That blue, and then a paler blue. Oh, I forgot the bottom bit. There you go, Cute Shark. The look on your face was worth 500 points. Oh God. All I see is that mouth with your dog's eyes. Kinda. Needs to be kind of darker, this mouth, isn't it? You can see the teeth more. There you go. Cute shark. This is turning out to be Artsman's little animal gallery. There we go. Does anyone put their Christmas tree up on the 1st of December or earlier? We don't. No, our Christmas tree doesn't go up until after Jack's birthday. And it's normally me that has to put the tree up and decorate it. I make the boys bring everything down from the loft. And then I put it up. Though one year, when I started at the doctor's surgery, I actually started on the 1st of December. And I said to the kids, I'm not putting the tree up this year because I'm fed up of putting the tree up this year. I'm fed up of having to be the one to do all the decorating. I'm fed up of it all falling on my shoulders. I'm not doing it. You guys are going to have to get everything down and you're going to have to decorate the house, and it's not going to be my responsibility this year. And then I started that job, and on my very first day I go into the doctor's surgery, and while we're waiting to open they said, we're going to get the tree out, it's going to be your job to put it up. And so the one day I decided not to do it at home, I had to do it at work, so I was kind of annoyed at that, but there we go. Normally after December the 1st, oh, before you drew the body anyway, right. Do you all have a real Christmas tree? We don't. We had a real Christmas tree one year and it just created so much work, even though it was a non-drop tree, supposedly a non-drop tree. You literally just had to gently brush it, and it almost seemed like a strong breeze it would make the pine needles drop, and the amount of mess that it made on the floor. And all I could think of was what insects are in it, and I was like, ugh. So no, now we have a fake tree. And what do you put on the top? We've got this battered old fairy that goes on the top of our tree. That we have got a star to go on the top of the tree, but I've never put it on because we've always had the fairy since our very first Christmas, and so it's kind of like she's always been there. And even though she's like only got one wing, she's only got one wing, and half of her face seems to be missing. It's like, I don't want, it's got more sentimental value than anything else. It's just like, so this deformed fairy goes on the top of the tree. But it's equal opportunities, right? Disabled fairies, nothing wrong with that. Trying to put in some finer marks here just to indicate where the fur is coming into the white section. I'm just trying to put in some fine. I'm just trying to put in some fine marks here just to indicate where the fur is coming into the white section. 'Cause I'm just trying to put in some fine marks here just to indicate where the fur is coming into the white section. 'Cause I'm just trying to put in some fine marks here just to indicate where the fur is coming into the white section. 'Cause I'm just trying to put in some fine marks here just to indicate where the fur is coming into the white section. 'Cause I'm just trying to put in some fine marks here just to indicate where the fur is coming into the white section. 'Cause I'm just trying to put in some fine marks here just to indicate where the fur is coming into the white section. 'Cause I'm just trying to put in some fine marks here just to indicate where the fur is coming into the white section. 'Cause I'm just trying to put in some fine marks here just to indicate where the fur is coming into the white section. 'Cause I'm just trying to put in some fine marks here just to indicate where the fur is coming into the white section. 'Cause I'm just trying to put in some f fake. I usually put the Christmas tree up at home and at work. Don't use a real tree, makes a lot of mess. Yeah, exactly. Artsman has an angel, Haley has a star. I just need to make this fold thinner. And does everyone have like the traditional turkey on Christmas Day? We always get a smallish, just a very smallish one, because like I said, my kids much prefer to have the pigs in blankets than any turkey. It's very dry meat. You normally have turkey on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I've heard that. Haley has chicken, but family has turkey. Yeah. I'm just going to use this warm grey too now in between here. Right, okay. I'm just going to use a little bit here as well, just where there's a little bit of blurring, just to imply that shadow slightly in the white fur where we've got some of the darker strands behind it. Right, just going to go back to that cold grey one. going to go in with that beige red again because there's just that, just want to bring that pink, hint of pink just here on this edge. And then back in with the black just to really sort of darken this. What is my ideal Christmas day like? My ideal Christmas day. I would like to say a lie-in, but as a parent, you don't really get the lie-in because there's so much that you need to get done in the morning. So I like to get up around about 7ish, I think. We all generally gather in the downstairs hallway because over the door to the living room we always tape Christmas wrapping paper over the doorway because as little kids they used to like to burst through it into the room that was filled with presents. So it was almost like the room itself was wrapped as presents. So we always tape up the doorway, and they take it in turns each year to burst through. Don't ask me whose turn it is this year. I don't know. The kids will know. And someone always bursts through the paper and opens up the lounge, and then there's little piles of presents. So like Jack's presents will be in that corner, Becca's presents will be there, Jared's presents, etc., etc. And then Nick and I will watch the kids open up their presents, and that's the best bit of the day for me. I just love, ever since they were little, I just used to love just sitting there on watching their faces as they were, sort of trying to open the wrapping and open up their gifts and just sort of see their reactions. That's the best bit for me on Christmas morning. I really like that. And then once the kids have opened all of their stuff, and I've just sort of gone through the whole who did the Secret Santa thing, because then we admit who did the Secret Santa. Then Nick and I will open our gifts. And once that's all done, it's like clear everything up, get rid of all the wrapping, because Rosie goes mental with paper. So all the wrapping paper everywhere has to be cleared up, otherwise the dog would just eat a ton of it and make herself poorly. So then we'd do all that, and then it goes on to all the jobs. So peeling, chopping veg, prepping lots and lots of roast potatoes, have a dinner midday, and then once the dinner's done, it's like, that's it, I switch off. I completely switch off. It's relaxing time, chocolates, cup of tea, feet up, start saying, well, that's it for another year, all that sort of rubbish. Used to watch the Queen's speech, which is now the King's speech. And then, just sort of relax. I will no doubt play Valorant this year. Have a bit of Christmas Valo, no doubt, this year. And that'll be it. Nothing, if we've got family round, then obviously, have family and enjoy all being together and things like that. But my ideal Christmas day I get every year, because for me, all I need is to watch my kids' faces as they open up their prezzies. That's all I need, and that's the bit that I really, really like. So yeah. We felt particularly virtuous during the lockdown at Christmas because I particularly wanted to do something for a few animal sanctuaries that were struggling, because obviously because of lockdown there had been people weren't allowed in to look around animal sanctuaries and have days at the zoo or whatever. And so I picked a couple of animal sanctuaries and bought bales of hay and straw and animal food, and made donations to them that way from the kids. So we did that because I felt like that was important to do that, and that's something I try and do each year. I pick somewhere and I just pick somewhere and make a donation or something. It's usually an animal charity. Your ideal Christmas is the 1st of January. Aww. So what about New Year? So do you guys make like New Year's resolutions and things like that then? We always ask that at the Christmas dinner table, I must admit. Has anybody got any New Year's resolutions? We'll always go around the table and say, usually it's just me. The kids don't really make New Year's resolutions, or they just go, no, I can't think of anything. And that's it. But right. Okay. I think that is where I'm probably gonna leave that today. I'm just sort of trying to see what it looks like on the screen. It looks different in person. But yeah, so that's where I'm going to leave it today, guys. Thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure, as always, having you along. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And hang on, mine is to make at least one person laugh a day. Well, there you go. If you can hit that target every day, Jamie, I think that's amazing. Pass on that joy. So yeah, thank you for joining me today, guys. Pleasure as always, and I will see you tomorrow, and hopefully we'll give the Dalmatian a second ear. All right, guys, take care. Bye.